Alright, big game alert. Pakistan is taking on Australia today in the first T20I of a three-match series. We're talking Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore, January 29, 2026, with play kicking off at 4 p.m. Pakistan time. So, who's leading the charge for Pakistan? Salman Ali Agha, and he's got a seriously strong squad. We're talking big names like Babar Azam, who's their top T20I run scorer. And guess what? Shaheen Shah Afridi is back from injury. He's Pakistan's second highest T20I wicket taker, so that's huge. Plus, we've got Sahibzada Farhan, Fakhar Zaman, Shadab Khan, Naseem Shah, and a new face behind the stumps, wicketkeeper Khawaja Nafay, making his debut. On the Aussie side, Travis Head is stepping up to captain for his second T20I run. He's basically filling in for Mitchell Marsh and Josh Inglis, who are out after the Big Bash League. And Australia's also bringing in some fresh talent. Matt Renshaw, Mahli Beardman, and Jack Edwards are all making their T20I debuts. They're joining seasoned players like Adam Zampa, Xavier Bartlett, Cameron Green, and Josh Philippe. Now, this isn't just any game, folks. This clash is super important prep for the 2026 T20 World Cup. Pakistan finally gets to try out different team combos with their full-strength squad, which they couldn't do against Sri Lanka recently. Australia, meanwhile, is showcasing some BBL stars, even though big guns like Hazelwood, Cummins, and Maxwell are sitting this one out, prioritizing their World Cup duties on February 11th. The Aussies landed in Lahore yesterday, January 28th, with a 17-man squad. And get this, all the matches in this series are happening right there at Gaddafi Stadium. We're talking a flat, high-scoring pitch, and a super quick outfield, even with all that recent rain. So expect some fireworks. Before the game, everyone's kind of tipping Australia to win this one. They're even saying the Aussies could post over 210 if they bat first. Travis Head is the guy to watch, being tipped as the top batter and potentially player of the match. For Pakistan, keep an eye on Sahibzada Farhan. And for bowling impact, Zampa or even Beardman could be the game changers. Quick look at the rankings. Pakistan is currently sitting 6th in the ICC T20I standings with 235 points. Their recent form is a bit mixed, LWWLW. Australia, on the other hand, is way up there at second with 267 points, and they've been on a winning streak lately, LLWWW. Historically, Australia has the edge in T20I head-to-heads, leading 14-12 overall. And in terms of series, they've absolutely dominated, winning 9-0. So Pakistan has a bit of a mountain to climb there. Oh, and by the way, there's an ODI series confirmed right after this, which is really building up the excitement for Pakistan's home cricket revival after the 2025 Champions Trophy. People are super keen for live scorecards, updates, and streaming, especially in India where it kicks off at 4:30 p.m. IST, despite those geo-restrictions. It's gonna be a huge series.
You know, people often ask how this channel puts out content like this so consistently. And honestly, I'm not doing the heavy lifting manually. I'm using Helios. It's the AI engine we built to handle the impossible parts of creation. It is literally the power behind what you just watched. If you want that kind of speed and quality at your fingertips, don't just watch AI build the future. Start building it yourself. Helios is finally open to the public. Check the link in the description and go bring the heat.
Alright, let's break this down. Pakistan's rolling out a pretty balanced squad, mixing up some seasoned pros with exciting young talent, all under Agha. Babar Azam, as always, is going to be anchoring the batting. He's their all-time T20I run leader, after all. Then you've got Fakhar Zaman, who's great at getting those explosive starts, and Sahibzada Farhan is really stepping up as a key opener, expected to make a big impact. Shadab Khan brings that all-round utility. Think his spin and those crucial big hits lower down the order. Naseem Shah's all about raw pace, and Afridi's back, which is a massive boost for their death bowling after his time off with injury. And get this, debutant Khawaja Nafay is getting the wicket-keeping gloves, really showing they're keen to back emerging talent. Their recent form? Well, it's been a bit up and down, looking at LWWLW, so some inconsistency there. But playing at home in Gaddafi Stadium, that home crowd energy could totally flip the script. The pitch itself is looking like a batter's paradise, true bounce and short boundaries, so get ready for some serious hitting and totals easily pushing past 200. Pakistan's really trying to nail down their World Cup combinations here, especially since they've got their full squad available, something they often didn't have in those dead rubber games before. And the PCB? Their press releases are basically shouting, "We're ready for Australia," really emphasizing how much depth they have in the squad. Historically, Australia's had the edge in T20Is, leading 14 wins to Pakistan's 12. But Pakistan will be hungry to level up this series and build some serious momentum. If you're looking at who's likely to be in the starting 11, all eyes are on Farhan, Agha, and Azam. And Gaddafi Stadium? It's back to being a fortress for them after some killer events in 2025, guaranteed to draw packed crowds for what promises to be a thrilling bilateral series. Australia's hitting back with some fresh faces, but still packing a punch, all under Travis Head's leadership. So, we've got Matt Renshaw making his T20I debut, Beardman getting his first international cap after tearing it up in the BBL, and Edwards also getting his first shot, playing alongside some seasoned pros. Adam Zampa's leading the spin attack, while Bartlett and Green will bring some pace variety. Philippe will be behind the stumps. Now, they're really testing their squad depth here, with big names like Marsh and Inglis resting up for the World Cup. Their recent form, going LLWWW, really shows how resilient they are. And being ranked second in the world with 267 points? That just proves how good they are. The squad actually landed on Wednesday, giving them some time to get used to the Lahore conditions before all the action kicks off exclusively at Gaddafi Stadium. Most predictions are leaning towards them putting up 210 plus in the first innings, with Head looking absolutely primed to dominate with his aggressive style of batting. Beardman and Zampa will be the ones to watch for wickets, especially on what looks like a pretty batsman-friendly surface. Australia's incredible 9-0 series lead over Pakistan really piles on the pressure, but these debuts also bring a nice fresh vibe to the squad. That BBL integration strategy is really paying off, helping to develop these young talents for the big international stage. This is Head's second stint as captain, so he's building on that prior experience, really flexing his tactical muscles. Looking at their history, we're definitely in for some nail-biting matches, with Australia's superior head-to-head record definitely boosting their confidence. Alright, so this opening match? It's got much bigger implications than just your average series opener. Both teams are seriously gearing up for the 2026 T20 World Cup. Pakistan's actually trying out some young talent like Nafay, rotating their whole squad. Australia's doing something similar, balancing fresh faces with their star players who are also getting some rotation. Now, the Gaddafi pitch? It's known for being a really high-scoring ground, perfect for big hitting and needing super smart bowling. And don't expect that recent rain to change its flat nature much. Pakistan's finally bringing international cricket back home after their big Champions Trophy success. Plus, with these confirmed Otis, the tour buzz is just getting bigger. Online, people are absolutely flocking, searching for live coverage, scorecards, and how to catch the India telecast, which kicks off at 4:30 p.m. IST. Oh, and everyone's trying to figure out those pesky geo-blocks, of course. Just look at the trending tags, PAK vs Aus Live, Aus vs PAK scorecard. It shows everyone globally is hunting for updates. Historically, Australia's been pretty dominant in this rivalry. But, Pakistan's got that home advantage, and with someone like Afridi bowling fire, they could absolutely pull off an upset. Now, the form guides are predicting a really tight match, even though, historically, the stats lean a bit towards the visitors. Keep an eye out for some epic individual battles. Babar Azam's sheer class going up against Zampa's clever spin, and Shaheen Afridi's scorching Yorkers trying to stop Travis Head's all-out assault. Winning this series? That's gonna give a massive psychological boost to whichever team takes it, heading into the World Cup cycle. Playing at home is a definite plus for the hosts, but for the guests, those debut nerves could be a real challenge. And good news, the official schedules confirm that after Australia landed, all the logistics have been super smooth. So, looking ahead, this series is really setting the stage for what we'll see at the World Cup and even further down the line. Pakistan's looking to nail down their best combinations, trying to avoid making the same mistakes as before. With their full squad, they can really try out some bold new strategies. Australia, meanwhile, is checking out how their Big Bash League prospects stack up without their big-name superstars. Travis Head's leadership is going to be absolutely crucial here. This high-scoring ground means we're in for some explosive action, with that fast outfield really going to make those boundaries fly. Confirming these Otis just solidifies an already packed calendar, and it's pretty clear Pakistan is having a real renaissance playing at home. Viewers are going to be glued to the live streams, checking out all the timelines, and poring over player stats from the likely lineups. The debuts of Renshaw, Beardman, Edwards, and Nafay are definitely big subplots, playing alongside big stars like Azam, Afridi, Head, and Zampa. The rankings gap is really tightening up under pressure, and with everyone hitting their stride, it's setting us up for an absolute classic. Australia's historical dominance is really going to be challenged in the fiery cauldron of Lahore. What we learn after this series will definitely influence team selections and how tactics evolve. This rivalry continues to be a real benchmark, promising intense action across all formats. Pakistan's all set and ready, Australia's super adaptable, and together they're really laying the groundwork for what could be a landmark year.
I hope you got some value out of this video. And if you're sitting there thinking you want to build something like this yourself, you don't have to start from scratch. I built Helios to give creators an unfair advantage. It takes the heavy lifting out of the process so you can focus on the ideas. It's exactly what I use, and now it's available for you too. The link is in the description. Don't just watch the future, go build it with Helios. I'll see you in the next one.